The period between the arrival of the Pilgrims in 1620 and the American Revolution in 1775 is rich with events, developments, and transformations in what would become the United States. Colonial expansion and establishment, 1620s to 1630s. The Plymouth colony was established by the Pilgrims, followed by the larger Puritan migration to the Massachusetts Bay Colony in the 1630s. 1630s to 1640s. Other colonies were founded, including Connecticut, Rhode Island, and New Hampshire, each with different religious and governance structures. Economic development, 17th century. The colonial economy grew with agriculture, particularly with the development of tobacco in Virginia and the Carolinas, leading to a plantation system in the South. In the North, shipbuilding, fishing, and trade dominated. Slavery, mid-17th century. Slavery became institutionalized, with laws beginning to define slaves as property. The transatlantic slave trade expanded, bringing millions of Africans to the colonies. Political evolution, 1600s to 1700s. The colonies developed forms of self-governance. The House of Burgesses in Virginia was one of the earliest examples, established in 1619. Over time, colonial assemblies gained more power, although still under British oversight. Wars and conflicts, 1689 to 1763. A series of wars between Britain and France, King William's War, Queen Anne's War, King George's War, and the French and Indian War occurred, often involving colonial militias. These wars, especially the French and Indian War, 1754 to 1763, were significant in shaping colonial identity and relations with Britain. Cultural and religious life. Late 17th, early 18th century. The Enlightenment influenced American thought, promoting ideas of reason, liberty, and the natural rights of man. This period also saw the Great Awakening, a series of religious revivals that emphasized personal faith over formal religion, impacting social structures. British policies and colonial reactions. Post-1763, after the French and Indian War, Britain, facing debt, imposed taxes like the Sugar Act, 1764, Stamp Act, 1765, and Townshend Acts, 1767, to recoup costs. These acts, seen as unfair taxation without representation, led to protests, boycotts, and the formation of groups like the Sons of Liberty. Events escalated with the Boston Massacre, 1770, the Boston Tea Party, 1773, and the Intolerable Acts, 1774, which were punitive measures against Massachusetts. These incidents increased calls for independence. Move towards revolution. 1774, the First Continental Congress met, marking a significant step towards organized resistance against British policies. This period was marked by a gradual shift from colonial status to a sense of American identity, driven by economic necessity, cultural shifts, and political philosophy, culminating in the desire for independence, which would explode into the American Revolution by 1775. Which of these colonies was not founded in the 1630s or 1640s? A. Plymouth Colony. B. Massachusetts Bay Colony. C. Rhode Island. D. New Hampshire. What was the primary agricultural product that led to the development of the plantation system in the southern colonies? A. Cotton. B. Sugar. C. Tobacco. D. Wheat.